Yeah, so sometimes we do some impromptu things. So Maick Mutej, who's the protagonist of, of Finding Ubuntu, is in Democratic Republic of the Congo. He started an orphanage and is helping over hundreds of children. And he's agreed to dial in for the Q&A. It's a little spotty sometimes, Wi-Fi and power in the evening, so we're on standby and hoping he can join us, and then we'll dial him in. But in the meantime, we're happy to answer any questions, and then hopefully we'll be able to have him join and have anyone ask him questions. So I can start off with introductions if you would prefer. So I'm Annette King, and I'm the founder of Splicer Films. We are a production company, an independent production company that focuses on uplifting films that are real, are authentic, and that focus on uplifting humanity and inspiring audiences to create a better world. And I'm producer and co-director of Finding Ubuntu.
Hi everyone. First of all, thank you all for your time, and it made our film so special, your participation. So my name is Rani Rajlakshmi Soni. I have been worked as an animation production manager for this wonderful film Finding Ubuntu, and I am so grateful to Annette for giving me this wonderful opportunity to start my career. So I basically started my career with this film, and I will forever be grateful to you for that. Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of it. Yeah. So happy to answer any questions about the production. I think, Michael. Yes, so I'm sure you can fill in some blanks, but there are the Congo, the DRC is huge, and the region where he lived in Lubumbashi, there was a lot of like tribal war, and that's where the attack happened on his family. Luckily, his family was able to escape, and they were under the impression that he was not, and he was under the impression that they had died. So for many years, they were in hiding, and um, you know, they were finally able to come out of hiding after 3 years when the conflict had subsided in that region, but there's still a lot of tribal conflict around the country. And where he now resides is eastern DRC, which is Bukavu, right near the Rwandan border. It's not as, it's just more of a place of less tribal war, and that's where a lot of the refugee children and the orphans are like fleeing, and so that's why they set up the orphanage for these children. There's so much conflict that many adults die, and the children are left just on their own on the streets. And so when he learned of that, he went to open the orphanage. um, Technically, after he learned that his family was alive and he was able to return back to DRC, he was able to obtain his citizenship again. When he had arrived in Malawi, technically he became a refugee, and so was left to live in the camp. What's very interesting is after he learned that his family was alive, reunited with them, and returned back to Malawi to serve the community there, he didn't tell anybody that he was no longer a refugee. He still lived in a very, humble, kind of environment, and just stayed there at the community until, he left for DRC to open the orphanage. Very giving person and very humble. Any other questions? Oh, hi. Yes, so the budget was established based on emerging market rates because we engaged an all African crew. So we did a Kickstarter for $25,000, and within 30 days we were able to raise that, which covered all of the production costs and some of the post production. What I didn't know, because this is my first film, is that animation's very expensive. So the animation part, we wanted to tell his backstory and also keep his family safe and really think creatively of how we could do that. So that's why we collaborated with Raj. That part was self-funded to tell that part of the story. And then, of course, the distribution aspect of it has been mostly self-funded, but we're now monetizing through like talks, workshops, screenings at academic institutions. That's Mike. Hold on one second. Oh my goodness, my music app just launched. Bear with me.
Recording in progress.
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Hi. We have an audience here at Chagrin Documentary Film Festival we'd like to introduce you to. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. And you, can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you for joining. It's great to see you. Can you see everybody?
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
So the audience will have some questions for you and for myself, and also Raj is here with me, who is in charge of the animation. And I just wanted you to see the group here. There is a wonderful audience here at Chagrin Falls, Ohio, who have just watched a block of documentary shorts, and they have some questions for you as well.
Thank you so much. All the questions are welcome.
Thank you for joining. I know it's late there. There were some questions about your journey. Does anyone have any questions for Mike?
It's late. What time is it?
What time is it there, Mike?
It's not late, actually. It's 6:48.
Okay, good. I'm always calling from Pacific time, so we're 10 hours behind him. So it's dinner time. Any questions for Mike?
Yes.
What have been, when you've gone back to the Congo to start your orphanage, what have been the biggest challenges that you've encountered, and how has the experience been different from the refugee camp experience that you had for many years?
Were you able to hear that, Mike?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you for the question. The biggest challenge, first of all, was to find enough resources to take care of all the kids that are in need. Most especially when we talk only about the street kids, we have more than 15,000 kids living on the street. We started with the resources that we could, but still not enough. Like also in terms of finding a space to build for them. Here in Congo, there's killing to find the land is very expensive, and also the construction process is also expensive because it's to build a mountain, something like that. So it was all about having enough resources of taking care of the kids who are already orphans, who are already faced many challenges in life, and still living on the streets. So it shows that it's kind of different. I can say it's kind of different, but not so much with the experience in the camp, because it's the same people, the difference is in Malawi, in the refugee camp, they run away. They had the possibility to go out of the camp, still more. They are facing challenges, as you know about refugees, freedom the lack of freedom, lack of food. Food is not enough. But I can see that in the Congo, it's it's even more, it's even worse, So it's a similar situation, but I think here it's kind of worse.
Thank you, Mike.
Before I give up, I just want to say
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike, for joining. We have a couple more minutes if anyone has questions for Raj or Mike or anyone. Yes. Hi.
How has this film helped what you're doing in terms of either awareness, funding, anything?
That was for you, Mike. Were you able to hear the question?
Um, I no, sorry. If you can repeat for me, please.
It's the question is, how has this film Finding Ubuntu helped to bring awareness to your cause or funding? How has the film helped?
Um, you know, I think for me, it's a big opportunity to share a little bit about how important it is to help one another. You know, not only to bring the help to what we are doing, also to be able to, you know, to inspire someone to take an action to help the others. Because for me, I believe that the goodness that you can have in life is all about helping others. It's coming from that experience. If you have never taken action of certain helping others, you never feel the goodness, according to me, you know. Because what I believe is that when you take an action to help others, you know, the happiness that they are feeling, it comes back to you double, you know. So for me, it was about to share um, that experience that I had in my life, but also it's helping so much in the project to bring awareness on the subject on the matter of refugees and orphans kids in Congo, and get opportunity for the for more people to support or to come and volunteer. So actually, a big thanks to all the people that you know have been part of the Finding Ubuntu, and all of you guys for giving opportunity to the festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mike. And we're so grateful for your work. Yeah. And to learn more, we will be outside, Raj and I, in case there's any questions. We've been fortunate where we've had screenings and people have signed up to go on caravans to volunteer at Malawi. There's a formal caravan, like where they organize volunteers from the United States every year. They go to the not just Malawi, but they could also go to the Congo orphans. So he has the two causes, and it brings us joy to know that it's bringing funding, support, and a group of volunteers to go and help build schools and get involved in the Ubuntu Nation project in Malawi, which you saw. And so thank you all for being here.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for joining us.